Hello YouTubers and Thornies alike. Grumpy Old Man here with David. We're looking at the work he's done in the garden. There's a water trough there. David, you want to tell us about the water trough?
Found it on the old barn foundation. Had a tree growing through it, so there's a stump in the bottom of it. I cut it as much as I could. Just thought it'd make a nice enclosed thing. We don't know what we're going to grow in it, but we'll grow something in it.
Something that wants to take over, but it can't take over because it's in a trough.
Yeah.
It's a nice raised bed using archaeological finds from the property. And then, of course, the rocks that were dug out were put around it as a border.
Well, that one right, that big one,
Yes.
Julie didn't want it because it was just below the surface. He says, pull it out, pull it out. Well, I found out that it's, what type of rock it is. It's leverite.
Leverite.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
too heavy. Lever
Right there, yes. And we got a spider crawling on the top of it. Yeah, it's a nice ornamental garden feature.
Somewhere to put your drink when you're...
Absolutely. Set the radio down when you're listening. So then up here we have the foundations to an old barn. And some of you may recognize this area is where the pool sat a couple of years ago. There is another pool coming. It'll go in this. It's here. Yeah, it'll get set up in a little while. David's got to level this area off. And he's opened up a huge section of the concrete here. And it's just coming along. He's talking about exposing more of the concrete. And it's a bit of work. In here you can see what was a feed trough at one time. And I know he talked about putting some flowers in there once that area gets denuded.
Denuded?
Bit of scrap metal in there. We've got a water tank.
Once we give Mother Nature a wee bit of a makeover.
Yeah. Yep. And some more scrap and chicken wire. And then over here is the cold storage that was being built. The lid to go on it. And more of the debris of the barn that'll eventually be opened up. One piece at a time. You can see one of the stanchions hanging there from holding the cows. There's another one on the ground beside it. You lock the cow's head inside there while they're feeding. They don't wander off. And when it's time to let them go, you just open it up, the cow just backs away. And the cat's coming, because the cat wants to be a part of what's going on here. So, yep, this is kind of the things we're doing. Well, I'm not doing it. David and Julie and Derek are doing the work. And I'm just filming it. But there's the garden ready for spring planting pretty soon. So thank you all for watching. Share it. Tell a friend. You see this area is going to be opened up more. Another circle and a fire pit was talked about going in there. Under the beech trees, I believe they are. And more of the property and David's weather station in the back. So that's my brief little interlude for today, just to show you some of the stuff that's going on here around the property. Stay tuned for more. I tried to do a live feed. It didn't work. So I will just record and post and take it from there. Once I figure out how to connect it to the hotspot on my phone, that won't be an issue. So look at that, 5 minutes of your day that you'll never get back, but you could watch it again. Take care. Look forward to seeing all of you out here in June for the summer solstice.